Hi, I'm Stefani, and we are going to do a Vinyasa Flow Yoga class, and all levels are welcome to participate. I will offer modifications to make it harder, easier, more challenging, you name it. And I hope you will watch all of our classes on our app, which you can sign up for at our website, facet7fitness.com. So if you will join me on the floor in a comfortable seated position. If there's anything that you can't do, hurts, you don't want to do it, just breathe. That's all that matters, is that you keep breathing, you keep moving, you don't give up. If you ever need a break, just come into child's pose. I will show you what child's pose is, don't worry. So sit up really tall, place your hands on your legs, palms can be up or down. Roll your shoulders back, close your eyes. Make sure you can feel your sits bones on the floor. So if you need to rock a little bit back and forth, go for it. And then while you're sitting up really tall, just make sure you're not trying so hard that you start to lean forward. Pull your bellies in. Imagine I am pulling you up from the top of your head, but you're also grounding down through your tailbone. Start to take long, deep breaths in through your nose and out through the back of your throat. You're aiming for a bit of a Darth Vader sound, maybe an ocean sound, maybe a Darth Vader in the ocean. Keep your eyes closed or open them, whatever you prefer, and reach your arms up. Take a deep breath in. And hold your arms there. Press your shoulders down. You can look up, whether your eyes are open or closed. Spread your fingers. So you always want to go for jazz hands, spirit fingers, far apart, spreading those fingers, and then press your shoulders down. But turn your palms in. So that was just me showing you, but you want to always have your palms turned in like you're holding a ball. Then bring your right hand down to the floor and reach your left arm up and over. Relax your right shoulder. You can look up towards your arm if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, just look forward or down to the floor. A lot of times people straighten their arm and take their hand back and hang out on their shoulder. I want you to relax your shoulder and bend your elbow. And come back up to the center. Reach both arms up. Spread those fingers. Bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up and over. Relax your left shoulder. Come back up to the center. Reach both arms up. Bring your hands down in front. You can either roll over your ankles or you can always swing your legs around, whatever works for your ankles and your knees. Spread your fingers. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Pull your bellies in. Take a deep breath in. Look up. Arch your back. And exhale, look down and round. Tuck your chin. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, look up, arch your back. And exhale, look down and round. Press your spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, look up and arch. Exhale, look down and round. Come back to neutral. Press your shoulders back towards your tailbone. And then move your left knee over towards the center. Stretch your right leg back. Pull your bellies in. So make sure your back isn't arching. Tuck your tailbone slightly. Flex your right foot like you're pushing your heel through something behind you. And then reach your left arm forward. Turn your palm in. Spread those fingers. And take the arm behind you. Bend your right leg. Reach back. Grab the foot if it's available. And then press your foot up into your hand. So you're keeping your hips closed, but opening your chest to the left. If you fall over, it's totally okay. Just keep breathing. Release it. Reach the arm forward. Bring the hand and the knee down. Move that right knee over. Stretch your left leg back. Reach your right arm forward. Turn your palm in. Keep your left hand with your fingers spread apart. Reach back, bend the leg, grab if available, and then press your foot into your hand. If you stop breathing, you probably will fall over, and that will not be fun. Release it. Reach the arm forward. Bring your hand down. Bring the knee down. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. That's your base. Tuck your toes. Pull your bellies in. Press your hips up and back. Downward dog. Start to pedal out your heels. Go for a walk. Relax your shoulders. Try to take any rounding out of your back. So if you feel like this might be happening, try to relax your chest. Rotate your elbows out. And then come up high on your toes. Stay on your toes and press hips and shoulders back. Make sure you're relaxing your head. Just look back at your feet, make sure they're still there. And then bring your heels down. Lift your toes up. If your toes don't come up too much, that's okay. After doing this a lot, I promise you they'll start to come up and wiggle. And you will enjoy a very nice calf stretch. Come up again onto your toes. Bend your knees. Press your hips far back. And then straighten the legs. Press your heels down. Lift your toes up. Now, if your arms are getting really tired or your shoulders are getting really tired, that means two things. Number one, you might need to do down dog more often. Practice makes awesome. You can also come down to your elbows whenever you need to. I'm not saying that it's going to be easier. It just might be slightly easier on your wrists or your shoulders for a little bit. Walk your feet forward. All the way to the front of your mat. And then soften your knees. Your arms can hang. You can grab opposite elbows. You can grab opposite shoulders. You can grab behind your head. You can grab behind your legs. You have a buffet of options. You can shake out your legs. And just imagine someone is pulling your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then press into the floor with your heels. Pull bellies in and roll all the way up. If it ever hurts your back when you roll up, use your hands to help you roll all the way up. Roll your shoulders back. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. Soften your knees. Look up halfway. Hands can be on your shins. If your back isn't flat, just bend your knees. If you can reach all the way to the floor and still have a long spine, go for it. Fold. Roll all the way up. Reach arms up. Bring hands to your heart. Inhale, reach arms up. Grab onto your right wrist and reach over to the left. Press your shoulders down. You can look up towards your right arm. If that feels okay on your neck, press your hips out to the right and come back to the center. Grab your left wrist, reach up and over. Press your hips to the left. Make sure you're breathing. You can close your eyes. And come back to the center. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Press the heels of your hands together. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold over. So if the heels of your hands just came apart, try to put them back together. Keep knees soft. You can see how much I bend my knees. Try to connect your upper body to your lower body, and then try to straighten from there. And release your hands. Look up halfway. Fold. Bend your knees. Plant your hands. Spread your fingers. Step back into plank. Roll your shoulders back. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Your legs are nice and straight. Make sure hips aren't sinking. So if your hips start to come down here and you have trouble talking, it's because your hips are sinking. So you want to lift those hips up a little bit. Not so much that you're in a down dog, but you certainly don't want them sinking, because then you'll have back issues, and we don't want any back surgery around here. Keep pressing your heels back. Take a deep breath in. Shift forward slightly. You can stay on your toes or come to your knees for your chaturanga. I will show you the knee option shortly. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Untuck your toes. Press up, upward dog. And press back, down dog. Come up high on your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Press your hips back. Step or float your feet between your hands. You can take a couple steps. You can take 25 steps, whatever gets your feet all the way to the front. Look up halfway. Fold. Roll all the way up. Reach arms up. Bring hands to your heart. Are you getting warm yet? I am. Fold over. Look up halfway. Fold. Bend your knees. Plant your hands. That will keep your shoulders over your wrists. Step back into plank. If you'd like a modified chaturanga, you bring your knees down. You keep your abs pulled in. Bend your elbows. Straight back behind you. Untuck your toes. Press up. Press back. Down dog. Come up high on your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float your feet. Look up halfway. Fold. Roll up. Reach arms up. Bring hands to your heart and fold over. Look up halfway. Fold. Here's another option for you. You can either step back into your plank or you can float into your chaturanga with bent arms. Press up. Upward dog. Press back. Down dog. Come up high on your toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float your feet. Look up halfway. Fold. Roll up. Reach arms up. Take a little back bend if you'd like. Bring hands to your heart. Fold. Look up halfway. Fold. Either step into plank or float into chaturanga, bending your arms when you land. Press up. Press back. Down dog. Hold it here. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you're breathing. And plant your left foot down. Lift your right leg straight back behind you. If your left heel doesn't come all the way down, that is totally okay. Just keep pressing everything back. Level out your hips. Make sure you're breathing, relaxing shoulders. If you need a little shimmy, go for it. Open your hips. Lift that leg up higher. Keep pressing everything back. You can wiggle your left toes. Those are the ones on the floor. People always wiggle their right toes when I say left toes. Go for it. Keep pressing your right hip back, and then bend your right leg. Just drop your heel back. Make sure your left foot isn't turning as you start to open your hips. You want to keep it facing forward. And straighten that leg. Bring it down. I like to take a little rest in plank. It's very restful. Press back. Down dog. Plant your right foot down. Lift your left leg straight back. I know you want to open those hips, but just wait a moment. This should give you a really nice calf stretch, even more so if you can wiggle your right toes. And then open your hips, lift it up higher. Keep breathing. Send this relaxing. Standing on one leg, on your hands, upside down. Bend the leg, drop your heel back. And straighten it, bring it down. Move forward into plank. Keep your abs pulled in really tight. Squeeze everything. Bend elbows. Untuck your toes. Press up, upward dog. Press back. Down dog. Lift your right leg. Step it forward between your hands. So before you go anywhere, maybe after you adjust clothing, sink those hips down, straighten your left leg, your back leg, put the weight into your right heel, wiggle your right toes, reach your arms up, crescent lunge, sink down low. If you're real wobbly, you can take your feet wider, sideways. Press shoulders down, spread those fingers. Bring your hands to your heart. Sink even lower. Twist to the right. So you're taking your left elbow outside of your right leg. If this is too much, you can always drop your left knee. Try to bring your thumbs to the center of your chest. If your balancing can handle it, you can look up to the right. Open your arms. Your left arm is outside of your right leg. Keep your arms spread wide. Keep your legs where they are. Just rise up, staying twisted. Your right leg is probably on fire. Reach both arms up. And then bring your hands down. Step back into plank. Chaturanga, toes or knees, bend elbows, untuck your toes, press up. Press back, downward dog. Lift your left leg, step forward, sink your hips down, maybe take your feet a little wider sideways if you need to. Reach your arms up, crescent lunge, press shoulders down. Tuck your tailbone a little. Bring your hands to your heart. Sink even lower. If you need to, you might need to slide your right leg back more. Twist to the left. And then try to move your thumbs to the center of your chest. You can always drop that right knee down. And then open the arms. Keep your arms wide. Just rise up. Keeping those fingers spread. Sink, breathe, smile. Reach both arms up. Bring hands down. Step back. Plank. Chaturanga. Press up. Press back. Down dog. Lift your right leg. Step forward. Reach arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. This might look familiar. We'll be doing it a few times. Twist to the right. Open the arms. If you find that you're wobbling, I'm wobbling, really press that left heel back. That will help. And then rise up. take that right arm, circle it around. It comes down to the floor in front of your right foot. Push off into half moon. Now, if you have a block or a water bottle or whatever you might have at home, maybe a stack of books, you could put your right hand on the stack of books or the block. Press your left hip back. Your left hand can go on your left hip or reach it up over your left shoulder. Flex your left foot. Keep that left leg strong. We want to avoid having legs and arms just hang. When that happens, someone could easily push you over, or the wind could push you over. Pull bellies in. That will help you balance. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Keep those left toes facing left. They're facing out away from you. When you exhale, bend your right leg. Step far back onto your left foot. Reach your right arm up and over. So your left hand can go down your left leg, or it can wrap behind you. Maybe you can reach and grab the inside of your right leg. You can look up towards the ceiling, or look forward, or look down. While you're looking down, you can check to make sure the outside of your left foot is pressing into the floor. Make sure that right knee isn't rolling in. Sometimes it likes to. Push it out to the right. And straighten both legs. Reach your arms out. Reach forward, keeping this front leg straight. It likes to bend. Try not to bend it. Bring your right hand down. Left arm reaches up for triangle. Your right hand can go down your right leg. Just make sure you're not holding it for dear life. Or you can put the hand in front of your right leg. Push against it, in front of, inside. If it hurts your neck to look up, straight forward or down. If you want a little more, you can wrap your left arm behind you. Maybe grab inside of your right leg. And then reach that arm back up. If you have it wrapped, stand all the way up. Straight legs, straight arms. Reach your right arm up and over. And then windmill the arms all the way down to the front. Step back into plank. Chaturanga. Untuck toes. Press up. Roll your shoulders down. Press back. Down dog. Lift your left leg. Step it forward. Reach arms all the way up. Bring hands to your heart. Sink lower to get that good twist. Right elbow outside of your left leg. Try to bring your thumbs to the center of your chest. You're going to wring yourself out like a sponge. And then open the arms. Rise up, staying twisted. If that left hip is sticking out, just put it back in place. Put it back where it came from. Circle the arms, your left hand comes down. Push off. Use that block or book or water bottle. Press your right hip back. Reach your right arm up. You have a plethora of options here. You can try to balance, take a hand off the floor. If you're feeling wild and crazy, you can reach the arm forward. Woo, that's a toughie. You can reach back, grab the right foot. Even if the foot isn't available, you could still bend the leg. You'll get a really nice quad stretch. Release that leg if you're holding it. Pull bellies in. Bend your left leg. Step far back onto your right foot. Reach your left arm up and over. Sink your hips down. Press the outside of your right foot into the floor. Wrap your right arm if you'd like. And then straighten the legs. Reach your arms out. Reach forward, triangle. A lot of times people really want to touch the floor. And then what happens is you've folded your body over like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So just try to keep everything in one plane. Imagine you're stuck between two walls. And stand all the way up. Reach your left arm up and over. And windmill the arms all the way down. Step back plank. Chaturanga. press up. Now, if you ever want to skip your chaturanga, I fully support that. If something hurts, like your back, your shoulder, but if you're skipping it just because it's hard, that's not the best reason. It's hard, well, because it's hard. And you want to make sure that you keep working on it so you have strong upper bodies so that when we're 90, 100, and we fall, we can get back up without the help of a button. Press back down dog. Lift your right leg. Step it forward. Reach arms up. Bring hands to your heart. Twist it to the right. Sink your hips down. Open the arms. If you can bind, I fully support that. You take your right arm back, your left arm under. And then release your bind. Spread those arms. Rise up. Stay twisted. Circle the arms. Half moon. Push off. Open your hips. You can reach the arm up. You can take an arm variation if you'd like. You can reach back, grab that leg. Now make sure if you're reaching back, a lot of times people will close their hips just so they can reach. Well, then you're not really doing too much. You want to keep the hips open. Release that foot, flex it, bend your right leg. Step far back and reach your right arm up and over. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Reach forward, triangle. And come back up, reach your right arm, up and over. This time, windmill the arms, your left hand comes down. Turn your left foot forward, come into a twisted lunge. So you're sinking your hips down. You're twisting from your upper body, so your right hip isn't coming up. Circle your right hand down. Push off, standing split. Lift your left leg up. Now you might be thinking, that doesn't look like a split. Well, you know what? Standing splits are really hard. A lot of times, people will open their hips just to get their leg up higher, but that's not really a standing split. You want to close hips, and then from there, try to bring your chest down and try to lift that leg up. Keep breathing. If you're ready for options, you can bend your left knee down into your nose. You can kick up into a handstand. You can balance by grabbing onto your right ankle. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale and stand all the way up. Bring your left knee up. If your foot touched the floor, that's totally okay. Flex your left foot and then take that left ankle, bring it above your right knee. So you're making a 4 with your legs. Sink your hips way back. You can keep reaching arms out. You can bring hands to your heart. You can bring elbows down. You can bring hands down. You can bring your hips all the way down and come onto your toes, but you have to get back up from here. So be forewarned. And come back up. Bring your left knee up. Flex your foot. Woo. And step far back into a lunge. Keep your left leg where it is. Sweep that right leg up. Open your hips. Bend your right leg. You can stay right here or you can flip your dog. Stepping your right foot back. Swivel your hips so they face the ceiling and reach your right arm up. Bring your right hand down. Swivel on those left toes. Lift the right leg up. Move forward into plank. You can leave your leg in the air if you'd like. Chaturanga. Press up. Press back. Down dog. Lift your left leg. Step it forward. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Twist it to the left. I know you might be breathing hard by now, but just try to keep them long, steady breaths. Keep them breaths. Open the arms. And then rise up. If you're shaking, that's a good thing. Circle the arms. Push off. Half moon. Reach your right arm up. Maybe try something you haven't tried yet. Whatever it might be. Maybe you hold the leg and you lift your fingertips up. And you lift your fingertips forward. And then release. Bend your left leg. Step far back onto your right foot. Reach your left arm up and over. Straighten the leg. Reach the arms out. Reach forward. Triangle. Imagine I'm pulling you all the way up to the ceiling from your obliques. And then stand back up, reach your left arm up and over. Windmill the arms, your right hand comes down. Turn the right foot forward, reach your left arm up, twist. So sink your left hip down. Ooh, you might get a nice back crack in there. And then circle your left hand down. Push off, standing split. Enjoy any options you would like. Oh, we haven't done the sit. If you would like a fun variation, you plant your right hand over to the right in line with your left toes. You grab on to your right toes with your left peace finger. So you're going to hook your toe. Then you just put the foot down. That's no big deal. What happens next is a much bigger deal. You want to keep the weight in your left heel. And then you just start to sit. Now getting up is the harder part, and making sure your butt doesn't come all the way to the floor, which usually happens like the first 20 times you do this. But just do it again. Woo! I lost my toe. You want to press into the floor with your left heel to come back up. It's a little bit of a workout, which I know that's why y'all are all here. Take a deep breath in. Look down at the floor. Pull your abs in, and exhale. Stand all the way up. Bring your knee up. Flex your foot. Take that right ankle. Bring it above your left knee. Press your right knee back. Sit down in a chair. You can bring hands down. You can bring hips down. You can also take your left arm, wrap it around your right foot. This looks a lot crazier than it is, I promise you. It's really more of a balancing act. Then you just take your right hand back. And then come all the way up. Bring the right knee up. Step far back into a lunge. Keep your right foot planted. Lift your left leg up. Open your hips, bend the leg. You can stay here or flip. Press your hips up. This is a back bend, so you really want to press those hips up, arch your back. And then bring your left hand down. Swivel on that right foot. Left leg is up. Move forward into plank. You can put the foot down if you'd like. Chaturanga. Press up. And press back. Downward dog. Pedal your heels. Walk in place. If you are feeling wild and crazy, you can do it 3, 4, 34 more times. Whatever works for you. Come up high on your toes. Bring your knees down. Open them up. Untuck your toes. Sit back. Child's pose. Oh, I told you I was going to show you what child's pose was. I'm going to assume everyone knew it. So just bring your forehead down to the floor. If you want, you can move your head side to side, get a little massage. And just sink your hips back. Walk your arms forward and pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Try to relax your head and neck. I'm just looking up so you can hear me. And then staying low in your child's pose, walk your hands far off of your mat over to the right and press your hips to the left. So just rest your head on your left arm. And then walk hands over to the left. Press your hips to the right and rest on your right arm. Walk hands back to the center. Roll up, bring your knees in, tuck your toes, and then walk back onto the balls of your feet. If you have water, grab water. If you have a towel, towel off. And just press your heels down. You can walk your hands out if you'd like. While pressing your heels down, it's a really nice lower back stretch. And then walk your hands in closer. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out and come down into a deep squat. Now, if your heels don't come down, first try to take your feet a little bit wider. If they still won't come down, then don't come down as low and take your elbows above your knees and press your knees out. You can also go up to a wall and slide down with your back against it. Or if you happen to have something to hold on to, you can hold a bar and sink down low. Try to keep your spine nice and straight, shoulders down. Sometimes this is really comfortable for people. Sometimes it is absolutely not. It is for me. I could sit like this all day long. And I promise it gets easier. And then reach your right arm up. Bring your hand behind you. Reach your left arm up. Bring it behind you. Now this is a very challenging pose. Sit down. That was it. Stretch your legs out in front. Make sure you scoot your love away. So you want to feel your sits bones. And then if you have a towel or a strap, you can wrap it around your feet. Keep your spine really straight. You have a couple of options. Obviously, if you're using something, you're going to need those hands over here. If not, you can reach your arms up and then reach forward from there, or you can start to walk your hands forward. You can grab big toes if you'd like. You can grab feet. Try to keep your spine really straight. You can start to inch your hips back even more. Just keep breathing. So if you're holding your strap or your towel, you can put it around the balls of your feet and then use it to press your shoulders down and pull yourself forward. And if you need to bend your knees, by all means, bend your knees. This is not a straight leg contest, I promise you. If bending your knees will keep your spine nice and long, then please bend your knees. We don't want the stretch to happen like this. That's just a nice upper back stretch. But if you want to stretch your lower back and your hamstrings, hinge forward with a much straighter back. And then release. Take your right leg. You're just going to cross it over your left leg. Reach your left arm up. Take your left arm outside of your right leg. Use your right hand behind you and twist. Look over your right shoulder. Keep your spine really long. Try to avoid hanging out like you're sunning. You can still be sunning, but just do it really nice and tall. If you want a little more, you can take your left arm through. You can reach back and grab your left fingers with your right fingers. And release your twist. Stretch out your right leg. Take that left leg across. Sit up really tall. Reach your right arm up. Take that elbow outside of your left leg, and then your left arm is behind you. Twist. You can bind if you'd like. And if your fingers don't reach, you can always bind like so. You just grab onto your towel or your strap. You reach back. And you're bound. Just breathe. One more deep breath. And release it. Remove your strap or your towel. Stretch your legs out. Scoot forward. We're going to make our way all the way down onto our backs. Floor, you can roll. You can use your hands. Once you arrive, grab your knees. Give them a big squeeze. Bring your chin or your nose to your knees. And then release your grip a little and rock side to side. Massage your lower back. You can circle your knees. You'll just need to release your grip even more. You can close your eyes. And then come back to the center. Stretch your left leg out. Pull your right knee in. And then take your right leg over to the left. Reach your right arm out. Now, if your right shoulder is far up off the floor, try to scoot your left shoulder over to the left to flatten your upper back. Come back to the center. Stretch that leg up. You can grab anywhere you can reach on your leg, but try to relax head, neck, shoulders, spine. Keep stretching your left leg out in front. And then take that leg, flex your foot, reach up, grab the outside of your right foot and pull your knee down. Now, as you're pulling, try not to let the left side of your body come up. So if you need to, press it down with your left hand, pull the knee down. And then stretch the leg back up. And release it. Bring your left knee in. And bring it over to the right. Stretch your left arm out. And then move your right shoulder over. So you're looking to the left. Pressing the knee down with your right hand. Come back to the center. Stretch that leg up. Relax head, neck, shoulders. You can grab anywhere you can reach. Keep stretching that right leg out, the one that's on the floor. Then reach up, grab the outside of your foot, flex the foot, pull the knee down. Press the right side of your body down. And then stretch the leg back up. And release it. Bring both knees in. And then take the bottoms of your feet, reach up just to interlace your fingers on the outsides of your feet. Bring heels together. Relax head, neck, and shoulders. Pull your feet close, press your knees away. So you're getting a little bit of a bicep workout here. And release. Stretch your legs out. Reach your arms by your sides, palms face up. Press your shoulders down towards the floor and towards your heels. Close your eyes and just breathe and relax here for just a little while. Try to relax every part of your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. You can stretch out hands and feet. Circle your feet. Reach your arms over your head. Take a deep breath in. Stretch everything out. And exhale. Hug your knees in. To one side, release your knees, rest on your bottom arm, keep your eyes closed. Use your top hand to slowly press yourself up. Come into a comfortable seated position. Take one more deep breath in. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands together and exhale them down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel great. I hope you're energized yet relaxed. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Namaste.